Hey guys, Carl here. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good morning. Thought I'd wake up and have a cup of coffee with you all. Um, After a hard day's work yesterday, gonna have another hard work today. Thought I'd share some Marcus Aurelius with you this morning. He was an emperor back before Jesus, not before Judaism though. Um, but anyway, he lived through some really bad times in Rome, and he used to write these things to try and be a good person, and he ruled everything. He was in charge of everything, but yet he wanted to be a good person. So I always think about, before Jesus, before the Bible, um, what would you do if you just want to be a good person? You didn't have all that. Well, that's where he comes into play. And one of the things that these people do that follow Marcus Aurelius is every day you write down 3 things that you're grateful for, and you think about them, and you think about why you're grateful for them. Now, you don't usually share them with people. Usually write them down, and usually write down the first thing that pops into your head. And the first thing that pops in my head is my wife, my dog, and being warm, because it's going to be cold outside. So I think about those things, and just 3 things that I'm grateful for every day. And spent some time, took my blood this morning, my blood glucose. It's 88 before breakfast, so that's a good number. So my blood's in line, my health is good, and things are going good. And another thing I think I thought I'd take on with this Marcus Aurelius in the morning is since old Sarasota Tim is my, I don't know, maybe he's my nemesis or whatever. I'm like, I work all the time, and I'm like, wow, what would it be like just to be retired and do nothing? So I used him for that. So let's look at what it'd be like to be Tim and retired and do nothing. Well, today he's not going to play golf. He's not going to go to the gun range, and he's going to commiserate about his eyes that he didn't take care of. That's something you guys can make sure you do. I'm diabetic, so I got to do mine every year. But if you're over 40, you should probably get it done at least once every 5 years. Take a picture of your eye, make sure everything's going cool. Cool thing about the diabetic eye exam is they take a picture of your eye. And in your eye, it's my understanding, now I could be completely wrong because I'm no doctor, but in your eyes, like in your kidneys, are some of the smallest arteries and veins, I think, that there are in the human body, because they have to get really, really small, which doesn't make any sense to me, because I thought in order to dissipate stuff, they had to get down to like one blood molecule per thing. But anyway, my understanding is that they're really small. And so when you look at the eye, and I've looked at my eye, my photos, it shows you the blood vessels. And your body does something where it automatically bypasses. Where you do the bypass, that's where the surgeon goes in and does it. But your blood vessels, if they get blocked, they know, and then they'll shoot another one around it. And you can see that in the eyes. So you can see your cholesterol and your arteries and how good and bad they are in your eyes, which is pretty cool. And so anyway, that's just a little thing. So we're getting ready to start the day, having some coffee, thinking some good thoughts. Need to get me a little xylophone dude like Randy or something. That'd be cool. My little sound machine's up there, but that's not really good for the morning. And one thing, yesterday, I'm one of the 4 people that listens to Karl-Bohemian. I'll take that. That's fair. I don't know if he's that popular. Now, I like him personally, but I wouldn't really recommend him because he's not everybody's cup of tea. He's kind of like I got another friend like that as a poker player. he's like a person you'd want if you were going to play poker with like 5 buddies or something, or 6 buddies. You'd want him there because you'd just be sitting around playing poker, shooting the shit, and you could just talk freely, and everybody have a good time, and you goof around and you go home. He's that kind of dude, and I like that. Not everybody's cup of tea. I like a lot of people that people don't like. But anyway, he doesn't get along with blind views. He does talk about the Howard Stern thing. When I first started, I thought Howard Stern was a compliment to blind views. Even New York Dan said so. And so I thought that was a compliment, but I guess it's not. He doesn't like it, so I don't say it. And then the other thing that Blind Views forgot last night is he says he thinks Blind Views looks like Ace Frehley's brother. Like a hard rocker, put away wet or whatever. I don't know how you explain it, but Blind Views does kind of look like an old rocker. Good or bad, it kind of does. And he did talk about his blindness, which I've corrected him over and over. I don't know why he keeps doing it. But everybody thought the same thing when they first came on to Blind Views. They're like, well, I don't think he's blind. I think he can see a little bit. I'm not sure. Is he? Maybe he's reading Braille. You think these things. That's what you think. Like, I was born with a birth defect. My left arm doesn't go up. So, people... It's just one of those things. Everybody's got their burden. But then you watch his show for a while, and he tells you about the retinitis pigmentosa. I'm not getting that right or great, but he tells you about that, and then you understand. It's like looking through a toilet paper tube. He's just seeing that. He's got no peripheral vision, and the depth perception's off, and it's difficult for him. And yes, he's legally blind as far as it goes for the driver's license. But when you say blind, most people think just nothing. But that's not the case. But you learn that, and you should know that. And the other thing I can't forgive Capote about is Miss Vicky. Miss Vicky is awesome. She's the best. And he's got that juvenile thing where he's like, Miss Vicky wants to go out with Sarasota Tim. She's told you over and over that's not true. It's not true. Leave it alone. Just drop it, dude. It's not even funny. So I don't even know why you do it. So I've told him that. And that there's lots of worse people in the world, like Tater and Mosquito Man and the eyeball dude's not nice. And I don't know who that is yet. I think it's JJ, but I don't know. So we'll get into that. But that's all negative. We're having coffee this morning. We're going to have a good day. We're going to hit it. We're going to hope everybody else has a great day today. It's going to be about 22 right now, but it's going to warm up, get a little bit above freezing, cloudy, so not so bright on the eyes. Got to wear the old sunscreen. Going to have another full day of work. Would I rather go golfing or go to the gun range? I don't think so. I think I'd rather go to work. Yep. But a really nice golf course, walking around on a really nice day, that's something special. Yep. I can appreciate that. Anyway, let's hit it, guys. Let's do it. Let's put in a good full day's work for full day's pay. Yep. Let's do it. Boo.